Okay, so sociology, it might seem to be a domain in its own, but it has emerged from a lot of real world stories and day to day observations which we make. So, all of us here, the people who are discussing here, all of us are faculty, right? So, as faculties, we go from one institute to other, giving faculty talks and giving interviews. So, have you so you can just whatever circumstances I'm going to tell you now, if you have faced them ever, so what you can do is probably write a Y in the chat window so that I know that this has happened with my audience too. So when we go for these faculty talks and for the faculty interviews, so many a times we end up meeting same people again and again. So it has happened with me. So if I go for I went for interview at one place and I went to the second place, I saw many people from the first place, although I was not expecting them to be there. Similarly, many a times it happens that you will go to visit a far away place and you will end up seeing some very close friend or an acquaintance of yours at that place. And what are the odds of finding that person at that place? It feels like the odds are very low. It's highly unlikely. So we call such encounters as coincidences. Many a times we'll meet a stranger, start talking to them, and sooner or later we'll realize that we have a common friend. So these things happen with all of us and they might seem as coincidences. So what I want to highlight here is actually they are not. These are not coincidences, rather such occurrences are highly likely and they come up from some of the observations and analysis which we are going to have in this session. Not just a matter of surprise, such observations and results are used by everyone. So, your authorities in an organization, when they don't want their employees to uh, get together and do a strike or something, used by marketers for advertisements, used by company managers to identify which are their most influential customers, used by shopping websites for recommendation systems, used by Google search engine, used by Facebook to uh, suggest you your new friends, so on and so forth. So these such observations are used from sociology. They are used by everyone these days, and it will, I think, help all of you a great deal if we have a session on this and discuss something. Okay. What I'm going to do now is all of us, we are going to do a small activity. So I'm going to share a link to